Hello, my name is Randy Epper. As an assistant researcher, I guide participants through the ICBT, which stands for the Internet-Based Cognitive Behavioral Therapy component of the study. I have a master's degree in social work and I'm a registered social worker. In addition to my education and work experience with cognitive behavioral therapy and spinal cord injury, I believe one of my most valuable assets is living with a spinal cord injury for 31 years. Eligible participants for the study are randomly placed in the ICBT or psychoeducational stream, both of which are 8 weeks long. This research study is designed to examine the impact of these two programs on participants' levels of anxiety, depression, and pain. The psychoeducation program is broken up into 5 educational lessons to provide information on managing anxiety, depression, and pain. The ICBT program is also comprised of 5 lessons. These lessons look at the interrelationship between the individual's thoughts, physical symptoms, and behavior, as well as the effect of situational factors in regard to their anxiety, depression, and pain. All lessons are delivered online and are self-directed. This can be challenging work, and that's where my work as a guide. I am available to help participants with any questions, concerns, and feedback they may have by weekly phone or email check-ins, whichever they prefer. The following is a fictional scenario which exemplifies what a weekly phone check-in might look
I'm having some difficulty identifying which of my thoughts are unhealthy. I'm not really the type of person who looks inward at myself. I usually just kind of go with the flow.
like. That's not uncommon. Can you think of anything that would have contributed to your change in mood or stress?
I have been in a bit more pain this past week or so. My husband has noticed and he points out that my mood has really changed and I have been really down and feeling sad. Then I get anxious that my mood is going to upset him and the kids. And because of the pain, I can't work or do anything around the house. And then I get stuck in this emotional trap, like everything is out of control.
Yeah, so what I hear you saying is you get caught in a downward spiral.
I do. I know I'm stuck in this cycle and I should be thinking differently, but that's where I think I need some help.
Okay, well, this is one of the reasons why we have our check-in times to help for when you feel stuck. Okay, so what I think we should do is use your experience of pain as a triggering factor and together work through some of the thought challenging exercises that are in this week's lesson.
Okay.
Can you think of any negative thoughts that pop into your head while you're experiencing pain? And at this point, don't worry about whether or not it's an unhealthy thought. We'll get to that part the next step.
It's probably that the pain will never go away, especially when the pain is really bad.
Okay, so there you've identified a thought. Now, as a way to examine the thought, I'm going to ask you a couple thought challenging questions. Okay?
Sounds good.
Okay. So the first question is this thought true or absolutely true 100% of the time?
Probably not, because I have had times when I'm not in as much pain. And if I think about it, every time I think the pain will never end or go away, it does get less or more manageable.
Right, right. Okay, so this leads to my second question then, which is do you think you're overestimating how bad things
Probably. I think when the pain is really bad, especially in the mornings when I just wake up, I do feel trapped in it and fear it's never going to go away. But then once I take my meds, start moving around, I do gradually start to feel better.
are? Okay, so you did it. You identified an unhealthy thought. Okay. And so the next step is to do something helpful. One suggestion is to look at your thought more realistically, giving the evidence. And do you think you can give me an example of this?
I could probably change my thinking to it feels as this will never go away, but if I take my meds and I start moving, it is going to get better.
There you go. You did it, right? So now what you need to do is take some time to go through that same process with any other thoughts that you have or any other triggering factors you have that contribute to your depression, pain, or anxiety. Okay. And one thing to really remember is the key to success for thought challenging is practice. You might not necessarily feel the positive results from this right away, but research shows us that in time you will. So do you think you can give this a shot?
I can give it a try.